98% of all the businesses in Canada. And this is also the kind of business where 70% of all the Canadians are employed.
We're now going into the shop of Ryan Davis and Stephanie Packett, a young couple which started their own yarn shop and entered the endless world of fiber. It took them 1 year of long nights and weekends to work out a business plan, and finally, Knotty By Nature Fiber Arts was born.
Let's check it out.
Well, my business is called Knotty By Nature Fiber Arts, and as the name implies, we sell supplies for fiber arts of all sorts. We started thinking about the business about 8 years ago when we basically identified a market gap. Our family became into this hobby called needle felting, and when it came to get supplies, we found there was almost nowhere in British Columbia that you can get them. So we basically felt that there would be a market there. So we started a business.
Yeah.
And well, that took a long time. We did work with an organization called Aboriginal Business Canada, and they actually were extremely helpful because they have a rigorous process you need to go through involving making a business plan, which is hard work, but and sometimes seems kind of futile or strange to make because you're making these funny forecasts for your sales 5 years down the road, and nobody knows, but nonetheless it's very helpful. And we went through that, and they gave us a small grant, which was very helpful to get started. I really like doing business here in the west coast of Canada. I think we're very the people here really think local, and it's an important aspect of their life, so they try to support their local businesses as much as possible. I've never had a business in, say, the United States, but my perception is that there's a bit more big box stores and less of a support of local business. I can't say for sure, but Canada I believe to be a friendly environment for small business. Well, we did have quite a few obstacles really in our first few years. For one, little things that you just learn after the fact, like how to find the right bookkeeper and what makes a good bookkeeper because they have a lot of power over you. But and then another huge obstacle is overhead. You know, this is our second location. We opened downtown, and we found the rent to be astronomical. And we found things like, if I could go back and do it again, I would do lots of things different. Like I would look for rentals that come all-inclusive rather than a rental that has the base rent and then what they call triple net. Well, I would definitely say, as I mentioned before, do your homework. Definitely be very thorough doing it. Making a business plan, identifying your market, just making sure that you'll make a little bit of money right away, that you'll have customers. I would definitely say, if you're passionate for it, then do it. You know, take the risk. For me, it worked out, and it's the best decision I made in my life. I love working for myself. I'm not becoming rich anytime too soon, but I have a great job, and I feel like I do good work for the community. So yeah, just make sure that you're passionate about it, because if you're not, I think you won't last long enough, because it's like 1 year's one thing, but 5 is another. And yes, well, first of all, like foremost, I'm a business. I need to make money and pay the rent and pay myself. But I think, like most small businesses, we're very attached to our community, and in that respect, yes, we are a social enterprise. We do our best to foster community as much as possible. We host free drop-in sessions for knitting and spinning. We work with our local fiber producers to support our local economy. We even have such things as what we call the knitting needle exchange, where people can basically come and get cheap or free needles. So if money is an object to you doing some fiber art, we'll help you overcome that and give you some free or cheap stuff, and hopefully down the road there'll be some money maybe coming back. But for the, yeah, we would donate that to people. And we do work with schools, and I give heavy discounts to the teachers that come in and buy supplies to teach their kids with. Yeah, for sure, I'm a social enterprise.